How long were you guys down here?
Since the 30th.
The 30th, okay. All right.
So
you said for the new year then, huh?
yep, 5-6 days.
All right.
And this is a VanHool C 2045.
How did you know that?
I'm the bus master.
Okay. You're right.
So
absolutely.
Yeah. And I bet few people know that there is a green emergency park and brake release.
That's right.
In case you have an air leak or something.
Exactly. You do know about buses then, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Sure do. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
That's in case of an emergency. You can use that button to release the brakes.
Yeah. Only thing is, your foot brake won't work.
That's right.
When that's pushed down. So if you want to stop, you got to let that button back up. Yeah. This thing drives like a limousine.
It do. It drives real nice. It sure do.
Yeah.
They're only like about I want to say maybe 5 or 6 years old.
Huh. That's not bad. How many miles?
Oh man, I already got 165,000.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Well, that's less than the Disney buses. They get 200,000 miles put on them in a year.
Right. Yeah, sure is.
200,000 plus, actually.
That's about right. Sure is. Yeah, they're constantly going all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All through the day and night. They're running.
Yeah. Previously, I've been fortunate enough to have nice enough drivers for the Magical Express that if I asked, they would let me pull the parking brake from the left seat.
Oh, really?
Like seat right behind where you're sitting.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do that this year because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want to risk it. I mean, as much as I love pulling air brake knobs, it's just not worth the risk during the pandemic.
But I guess inside Disney, it hadn't been bad. I mean, as far as guests, coming here, you hadn't seen nobody because COVID-19.
Nope.
Okay, good. That's good. That's good.
Yep. I've been lucky enough to have not gotten sick yet.
Chicago, man. Golly, you give me chill bumps already.
Yep.
Golly. What part of Chicago?
Well, Chicago's where we're flying back to get our car.
Oh, I see.
I live in Oswego.
Okay. Is that like a small town?
That's closer to Aurora, and 30,000 people live there, so...
But I've never been to Chicago, so I don't, I've never been there. Never been to Chicago, man. I've never been to Chicago. I've never been to Los Angeles, California. I've never been to New York.
Oh, you never been to Los Angeles?
I don't travel that much, man.
I was just in Beverly Hills in March.
Yeah, I don't travel that much.
Of last year.
But if I ever got rich, that's what I like to do. Travel. Just see a lot of the world.
Not a day went by when I didn't see a Lamborghini down in Beverly Hills.
Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine. Golly. Never knowing who was behind the wheel.
Yeah.
This is our last stop right here.
Alrighty.
This is one of the newer resorts here on Disney property.
Yeah.
I think it just opened up this time last year. It just opened up. Sure did. Almost a year old.
Oh yeah, we came here from the zip line.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Very nice building.
Yeah.
They have a bocce ball course in the back, so that's pretty cool.
Sure do.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a golf course though.
I'm not for sure. I don't think it is. I don't think so.
Yeah.
You're right. I don't think they have a golf course here.
Whereas back in Illinois, I'd say one of the best places to go for golf is Bensonville, where they have
I've heard of it.
White Pines Golf Club.
Yeah, wow.
Alrighty.
Alright, they're waiting on me.
Okie dokie. Yeah. Yeah, gotta love the sound of a parking brake being pulled.
All right.
Uh-oh, the bus is mad at you.
It'll start running.
Ah.
Yeah. It takes its time sometimes.
Oh, is it the door alarm?
Yeah, it takes its time sometimes.
Ah, it's probably because you took the parking brake off.
Yeah.
Well, there is a new technology called IntelliPark from Bendix.
Yep.
And what that is, it's going to be an electronic parking brake system for air brakes.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
this is so that in case you forget to set the parking brake and you get up out of your seat, the brake applies automatically.
Yeah, applies automatically, which is good. Which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sure is.
And some drivers don't like the feeling of having to pull the parking brake a few times a day.
All right.
So IntelliPark with the switch rather than the knob,
Right.
it takes the sting out of that.
Right.
Personally, I don't mind it, but that's because, well,
Right.
I don't drive a truck every day, so...
But you do drive sometimes. Yeah.
Well, I've never driven an air brake vehicle,
Yeah.
sadly, but I have pulled a parking brake knob before.
Oh, okay.
And I was hoping to do that this year, but the pandemic had something to say about that. So hopefully next time I come to Disney World, I can do that again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, as far as the park buses, yeah, there's no chance of me applying the parking brake in one of those buses because their bosses will get all fed up over it.
Yeah.
Like, what do you got against an enthusiast pulling a parking brake knob? It's not like we don't know what we're doing.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you guys had a good time here at Walt Disney World. And right now we are on our way to the Orlando International Airport. We get about a 30-minute ride, so just kind of sit back, relax, try to enjoy the ride. My name is Dan. I'm going to try to get you guys there just as soon and as safe as possible.
Oh, that's pretty cool too. You got a stop request button up here.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what that's for? The stop request?
Yeah, it's if you were being taxied
Yes.
and your stop was coming up, you push the button.
Yeah.
But luckily, there's no use for that with what this bus is being used for, as far as I know.
Well, in a situation like that on the buses, say for instance you got somebody handicapped and they want to be need to go to the restroom or something. They can use that stop request button, and we can assist them with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And but like you said, we hardly ever used it. It's hardly ever being used, so it's okay though. It's good that it's there though. But that's what it's for on the buses. Yep. But I never had a situation like that. I've been driving for a long time, over 40 years.
Ah, that's longer than I've been on the planet.
I never had a situation like that.
This bus is fast.
It's going about 72 miles an hour.
Sweet.
Most of them are going at 72 miles an hour. Yeah. So yeah, it's going pretty good.
Yeah, it's faster than most school buses. Yeah, back in Illinois, sadly, most school buses are hydraulic brakes.
Oh yeah, golly.
I personally think air brakes are much better and safer. You'll stop quicker.
Yeah. And you know, these got the jig brakes.
And in case of emergency, you lose brake pressure, your parking brake's gonna pop.
Yeah.
Whereas with hydraulic brakes, you got nothing.
Sure will.
One last thing.
Yeah, you're sure right. You need air pressure, man. They'll stop in a minute.
So sit back, relax, and have a wonderful trip.
Got no air pressure.
For Frozen, we had created these two sisters. They feel real to me. They feel like family.
Do you have a direct flight to Chicago?
These characters.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
This
That's
is a
good.
special time.
What, a couple hours, something like that?
For Frozen 2, there's high expectations. Every
Sorry
time
about that.
we
Couple hours?
screen the film,
Yeah, about 2.5, roughly.
And then they go back to the drawing board, and it changes dramatically.
The challenge is carrying on what people fell in love with in the first movie.
All right, ready? Into the unknown.
You're an audience that loves these characters.
Well, I've never had to go home from Disney on my birthday before, but at least I get a nice ride in this bus.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I just showed that to you guys. It's an
And you had a good
exciting
time while you were down there, right?
Sure did.
This
Absolutely.
is it. I guess you could say we're going into the unknown.
Into the unknown. To get so uninspired. Oh, I give up.
18-wheeler.
It's a change of scenery. You'll find
Yep.
fresh inspiration.
See, I wanted to get my CDL, but Illinois, sadly, is strict on any driver with a CDL, whether they're in their truck or not.
Yeah.
As in, you get one moving violation citation, and you might lose your license.
Boy, that is strict. Sure is.
So, 'cause for a normal driver who's above age 21, so 21 and older, you can have 3 moving violations
Right.
before they suspend your license. Whereas you have a CDL,
Uh-huh.
it's 1.
Oh.
One strike and you're out. How about that?
Golly.
Pretty stupid. So basically, in that case,
Yeah.
getting it dismissed is your only option.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, being the perfectionist I am,
Yeah.
I'd rather not take the risk and get a CDL and then, for some reason or another, get a moving violation citation.
So you think about driving buses or trucks?
Well, I have thought about that.
Okay.
A lot of my,
That's on your bucket list, huh?
yeah, a lot of my audience members have suggested that I get a job as a bus driver.
Yeah.
But yeah, ever since I found out how tough Illinois is on commercial vehicle drivers, I figured, yeah, no thanks. I'm not dealing with that.
Right.
'Cause they're tougher on them than they are on younger drivers.
Yeah.
Because younger drivers, it's only 2 moving violations in a year,
Right.
and they can suspend your license.
Oh, wow. So can't you go to school for it? I mean, like, driver school?
Yeah,
Yeah. And having, you know, not going your record?
true. And in fact, that's funny you mention that, because for any driver under 21, they require traffic school.
Yeah. And you know, down here, where as a bus driver, if I get a citation, we used to go to school for it, but now they don't do it. You have to go directly to the judge. Yeah, we had to go face a judge. And
Yeah.
he had to be the one to, you know, take it off our license.
Yeah.
So far, so good. I mean, it's been okay.
So yeah, in Illinois, that's called supervision, and supervision does not result in a conviction.
Okay.
Sure, you will still have to pay a fine
Right,
because it's a guilty plea,
Right.
but no insurance penalties, no points on your license, nothing. But for commercial vehicle drivers, supervision is still a conviction,
Right.
which means that getting it dismissed is your only option if you ever wind up with a citation,
Yeah, that's true.
which is unfortunate to say the least.
A Disney Plus announcement with Kermit the Frog and Joe from Legal. Wait, what? Joe, we're shooting something here to help spread the word about how the Muppets are creating an incredible new
So
show.
what's the weather like in Chicago now?
Snow and ice.
So nice. What? 20 degrees?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's going to feature some new friends.
No details about celebrity guests or content may be proffered at this juncture.
But Joe, look, I was just going to show everyone.
Over my dead legal briefs.
Luckily, two of the 3 cars we have winter tires.
Oh,
So we took one of the cars with winter tires to the airport.
right.
It's much safer than driving with all-season tires.
I'm sure it is.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah. And the car I have, I put summer tires on it, so winter tires are a must for me.
What kind of car you got?
2014 Civic Si.
Oh, boy, that thing's got to be fast.
Yep, 6-speed manual.
Okay.
I'm Candace from Radio Disney.
I'm Jeffrey from D23.
And every week we bring you the latest.
And it comes from the factory with all-season tires, but frankly, I think they should put summer tires on them.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, especially in Chicago.
Start streaming now.
Yeah. Much like they do on these buses. You know, here in Florida, you can run summer tires year-round, as I've
All
said.
year round. Sure can. They do pretty good maintenance on these buses too, man. You know, the people that work in maintenance, they do good work on these buses, man. They really do.
Yeah. Ah, that's a Mercedes GLC. We have one of those.
I do.
Yep, except the previous facelift. That's the post facelift.
Okay.
So pre-facelift.
It sure is an amazing job to care for baby animals. Hi, I'm Courtney. I'm a keeper with Disney's Animal Science and Environment, and I take care of our gorilla family. Probably the most important thing we do is to set up the habitat so our gorilla troop can spend the day outside. We spread the diet far and wide. We also give them enrichment. These are things like toys, puzzles, stuff that keeps their minds and bodies busy and active all day long. One of Grace's favorite foods right now is fruit. It's sweet, so it's like a treat. But you can't just eat treats. Grace is gonna have to eat lots of vegetables to grow up big and strong. For our gorillas, we feed a big variety of fruits and vegetables. Our gorillas get 3 meal times, just like we do. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, with some snacks in between. Growing up, visiting zoos and aquariums inspired me to want to work with animals. I got able to watch gorillas every day. Everyone has felt like they can discover right with their own neighborhoods.
Your motorhome to arrive on level 1 of Orlando International Airport. If you're traveling with items that you can brought with you, stowed on board, please collect your luggage.
I gotta say, the pavement is pretty well developed.
Yeah, we don't have too many, as far as I know, we don't have no potholes down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the road is pretty well kept.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Illinois is potholes galore.
Oh, well, I can imagine that, man. I tell you, much rain that they get in yeah, boy, I bet they keep up there sometimes.
If you already have your boarding pass, follow signage.
But then again, I guess when you do get potholes, they probably fix them right away, don't they?
Once you pass through security screening,
They don't let them go for a long time.
links the main terminal.
Well, usually if they want to make repairs, they want to wait until a good weather day with no ice and snow.
Right.
Note that your posted flight time is when the plane typically departs.
Because the pothole's just going to get bigger the more ice and snow that gets into them.
Screening as well as the boarding process. We hope you've enjoyed your stay here in Central Florida, and we're glad you've chosen us to help with your journey home. Remember to visit OrlandoAirports.com on your smartphone or tablet to access airport maps, information, or download the Orlando MC app. If you have any specific questions, just ask me, Orlando International Airport employee, and we'll be happy to help.
So when was your birthday? On the 30th?
Today.
Oh, today? Oh, okay. My brother's birthday is today, too.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Another,
Serious.
yep, another birthday twin.
Wow. Yeah, my brother. I called him earlier this morning. I wish him happy birthday. Yeah. That Capricorn? That Capricorn?
Did you say Capricorn?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not really sure.
Oh, okay. I think it's Sagittarius. I think it's Capricorn. I think I'm not for sure.
No olvide su equipaje de mano y, si sus maletas se encuentran a bordo, asegúrese de recogerlas al llegar a su destino.
Watch your step and use the handrails as you disembark.
Tenga cuidado con los escalones y sosténgase del pasamanos al bajar del autobús.
Should you need assistance with luggage, look for luggage cart rental locations in the terminal. If you haven't checked in for your flight, if you need to check your luggage, or if you don't have a boarding pass, be sure to check with your airline at the counters or the self-service kiosks on level 3.
This is really embarrassing. It's easier to animate, at least for me, once I can kind of like get in front of a camera and just like act out what Christoph is feeling in the moment, and then just see like how that translates. Are you ready? These are kind of placeholders to make sure that if I had a different performance on each one, that it was gonna read. And I'm finding right now that some of these head movements are just a little bit too like subtle to read because the rainier are running. I'm happy to change it a little bit. These each singing individual parts. So the reindeer on the right have this audio. It's like so they're like high pitched, and then the left reindeer are the lower laws. And then Sven Jonathan Groff is amazing. It's cool knowing that all these like really high-pitched silly tracks, when they're all put together, sound like that.
Okay, we're coming into the B side of the airport, and this stop is going to be for all of the airlines. Now, if you have any bags or luggage that was put up underneath the luggage bay compartment, make sure you clean your bags before you leave the motor coach, and you will have to go to the 3rd level for check-in. Everything is pretty much on the 3rd level. Thank you.
Thanks for the ride.
It's my pleasure, my friend. My pleasure. All right.